winnable game, but what are you looking for in this game? Are you looking just to beat them up, outright? Because me personally, I think the 49ers could play a whole lot better than the Bucs can play. I think we'll be better coached. I think the game plan will be better. I think the game will be smoother than people might think. It's a winnable game to me. I just think the 49ers will just go out there and play a better game overall. If you look at the Giants game, it's turnovers once again. If we can clean that up, we can win the game.
Are you listening? Yeah.
Ronbo Sports here, representing the Niner Empire Organization worldwide. Don't look for my enthusiasm to drop anything. I'm still pumped. It's the 49ers. I'll never get tired of talking about them, and I will not get bored, nor will I abandon them suddenly. So if you own this, I'm with you. We'll ride this out together. You know what I'm saying, fam? Because as far as I'm concerned, 49er football just never ends. Hope you're doing all right. Thanksgiving weekend. Should I say Thanksgiving week? Thanksgiving week is here. I already started eating. I didn't even wait. Don't tell anybody in the house. They don't know where that food is missing from. Fam, I'm looking at the news that's developed already. All right, you saw it, right? Congratulations to us. We have sustained the number one position on the draft. You know what really kills me about that? You know how many people are excited about that? This is the bizarre thing about this whole system and setup. They need to change it to ping pong balls. Everybody's excited about the 49ers having the number one pick. Fam, I don't want to be the number one pick. It means we got our butt handed to us again. Fine, I'm good. Because the thing is, now we can say, and being the bye week, it's a perfect thing. The bye week, we can officially say, bye-bye, playoffs, not a chance. And we had such plans. In the beginning of the season, remember preseason? We was so cool. We was all pumped up. And the lowest guess was, probably minimum of 9-7. And people run around saying things like, 13-3 because we got Jimmy G. 13-3 because we got Jimmy G. Now here come the comedians, right? 3-13 because you got no Jimmy G. 3-13 because you got no Jimmy G. You know we still need to win that third game. Yes, we need to win that third game before we can even do that rhyme. Right now, 2-14. There's a lot of things you can say that ain't nice about 2-14. We ain't gonna get into all that right now, though, because I don't want to talk about 2-14. Lord have mercy, don't let us go 2-14. Please, Lord. Jed Gore, how much patience does he have? You figure he's getting a lot of pressure from others, especially his constituents in Silicon Valley and all those other folks that he likes to put up into them high-priced boxes, right? Can you see them now? They're not even football people, right? Jed, Tom Sula had a better record at this point in the season. You fired him. 2-14. Chip Kelly, you fired him for 2-14. What are you going to do now? Guys, can we talk about something else other than my football team for a change? That's all Jed could say, right? Oh, we had such plans. But here's an advantage about having the situation we're in right now. You see, the 49ers can further assess some of the talents they picked up in last year and this year. In fact, Kyle Shanahan has already went on record saying that they will be looking at other players for the remainder of the season to assess exactly what they do have here. And going forward, who can help this team and who's got to go? Who's not really a San Francisco 49er? Because only certain people are born 49ers. And we know who they are. And they will stay. Those who are not will go to Cleveland and L.A., Oakland, Las Vegas, excuse me. Because if you look at last year's class, right? Kyle even said also, last year's class of youngsters did a great job. They came in and especially after Jimmy G arrived, when you think about names like Foster, Kittle, Taylor, Breda, Bourne, Witherspoon, Colbert, DJ Jones. Did I leave anybody out? These guys they were exceptional ball players. They came in and did things that, they really, they just were lots better than, and that's what we thought, that these guys had the Midas touch between Lynch and Shanahan. They knew how to pick out ball players. They're going to help you right now. And we figured, wow, these guys are going to grow and we are going to be so bad in a couple of years. One thing that's been clear now is some progressed and then some have digressed, and Kyle's looking at that too, and he made a point of making that clear that some of the folks that and they're making note of it. They know who's going backwards and who's going forward. I'm not going to call any names because, they've got 6 weeks to improve. So be it. Be a 49er. Show us that you want to stay with us. Do something. Because there's a lot of guys, I'm telling you, man, you look at this year's class, man. I'm Dante Pettis, Richie James, right? I mean, these guys, I know these guys got potential. A lot of people have already given up on Dante, but I will not give up on him. DJ Reed. I'm concerned with DJ because I'm not sure how Kyle is. He may have put him in the doghouse and may not let him back out again. Ever since he dropped that, was that a punt? No, it was a kickoff. Yeah, DJ came down and fumbled that ball. I've already forgiven him for that. I want to see what he's going to have to offer because the fact of the matter is, Jimmy Ward is in position now and he's doing a good job over the top. But DJ Reed is a less expensive player. He's got a rookie contract that's going to last a couple of more years. So do you go ahead and renew Jimmy Ward, who, by the way, is looking not bad at all at over-the-top safety? I was impressed a few times, right? Or DJ Reed, can he come in? And so far, he's not been what they thought. But like all rookies, they need to be given a little time, just a little time to be exposed to this speed of football and the competition. And sometimes we act a little too quickly on our judgments, and I think we want to slow it down a little bit. At this point, I'm starting to make adjustments on my own feeling on that as well. So extend Ward, keep DJ Reed. Will he be even better next year? I got a feeling he would. I like Jimmy Ward at this point, though, so I don't know. Maybe you keep DJ Reed as his backup. We'll see. Marcel Harris, another guy I want to see more of. Kowalski T is coming back this week. Him and Ruben, by the way, they were on the injury report. They're coming back this week. And they'll be taking their spots back on the field. And Kowalski will probably be allowed to stay there. And I know Ruben will be allowed to stay there. But you know what? We could do without some Malcolm Smith, couldn't we? I still like, Malcolm Smith is getting paid a lot of money for something that, okay, let's be fair about it. Malcolm, you can finish, all right? Let's see what you do the rest of this year. Maybe it's taking him a little long time to kick in, and maybe we can see more from him a little later on down the year. So in that case, I like to be like the fair guy. If I was in the front office, get him out now. No. I'm just kidding. We'd be fair about it. But that's what I'm saying. You look at the players we got versus the players we had last year and this year. And one thing that stands out very clear, there is no doubt about it. Mike McGlinchey, because last year was about quality picks. Last year was about an abundance of quality picks. This year, I'm talking Pro Bowlers. Mike McGlinchey has the potential to be a Pro Bowler. Fred Warner. Fred Warner leads the team in tackles by a long margin. Fred Warner is amongst the league's best. He's just a few behind away from the top. The top tackler in this league is around 90-something. Fred's at 77. He took the week off. Wait till this weekend. Fred, guaranteed he goes around 85, 90. Yes, that's what he does every week. So Fred Warner, Mike McGlinchey, these guys, you add them to the guys we had last year that we're looking at as blue chip players. Oh, man. Every time I think about it, and Kyle said it too, because I got all excited, because I said something about it earlier in the week. You look at next year, Kyle even said lethal weapons. I got Matt Breida and Jerick McKinnon. They're going to be on the same field at the same time next year. I got pumped up because I said, you know what, Kyle has now discovered the fact is, Matt Breida could catch out of the backfield. You already know he's a good running back. Jerick McKinnon's the same kind of skill set. Who's going to stop that offense? Wow. I've never wanted a time to go by so fast in my life. Bring on 2019. But meantime, we got to calm down because we'll get a clearer picture of this team in a few weeks coming up ahead. So, yeah.
Ronbo!
What?
What's good with you?
Ow, MCU, man.
Like I told you, I'll hit you up when the Niners hit a win streak of 3 or more.
Boy, he was going to be waiting a long time.
You wouldn't have seen me this year.
I know.
What up, G? We ain't prime time.
Tell me about it.
Growing pains, Ronbo. We did beat them Raiders, though, didn't we? We'll get there. I'm back, but right now, Ronbo, I'm gone.
How did I know he was going to say it? Hey, MC, don't you be waiting for no more win streaks, man. I missed you. And I listen, I know what you're thinking. Ronbo and Dante Pettis, man, what's up with them? Listen, MC and I have been together before Dante Pettis came to see, so don't you start, all right? Tell you what, I got somebody you and I both have been loving for a long time. Wait for us on the cam. Let's go check him out.
Niner fam, I know what you're feeling. I'm feeling it. Everybody in the Niner community is feeling it. Every one of the streets of the Niner Empire got people throwing garbage out on the street and hollering at each other and people hollering back up. You know it's rough out here. So I got my boy 49 Sense in here today. We're going to talk some football. Sense, it's so good to see you again, man.
Man, feel good to be back, man. I see you growing over there. Got a big, wide audience, man. Proud of you, man.
Thanks,
I remember when you was back there, maybe 1,500 subs or something like that,
I know,
man. Now
you know,
you crossed over.
I was
You at next level now.
Thanks, fam. You know, it's just been about things. It's all love, you know, because if like you say, man, it's the camaraderie, the brotherhood, the family atmosphere. It just keeps building, you know.
That's why I always say Niner fam, man. Niner family. I say it to everybody, man. I say, what's up, Niner fam? Niner fam. If I don't even know you personally, man, we still a family, man, in this organization.
Yeah.
We hold each other down, man. Great fan base.
And you know, you mentioned that. The nice thing about that is, see, I'm hearing, I ain't ran into any yet, and I actually hope it doesn't happen, but there's an infiltration. There's those fans that, you know, those folks over in Oakland, and then there's some of the folks in Seattle. I'm hearing that some of them dudes, and some of them fessed up. Yeah, I was ready for it. Say what? Man, you know what? I don't know if we can actually give you a card, an official card. You go like, that means you're not really committal. Yeah, you know, you just, because as soon as things go south, you leaving here too, you know, it ain't a good look, you know? So yeah, I'm amused by that.
A lot of people, man, they don't want to claim it, but a lot of those people out there, man, they grew up 49er fans, man. You know, it is what it is, man. I can't call it, man, but I know me, man. I bleed red and gold. I never switch sides. And those guys right there, man, those ain't fans, man. Yeah. They just, you know, I don't want to call them bandwagon either, man, because they just, just no respect for those people whatsoever, man.
Fair weather.
You know what I'm saying? They coattail riders. Mm-hmm. That's all.
Fair weather fans.
That's all it is.
By the way, and if you're not familiar with the infamous Sense, this man is the TTC. I consider 49 Sense is one of my favorites out of TTC. He would attack our opponents with such a passion. That's what first drew me to him. Sense is like, he's like the hip hop of the TTC rep. You know what I mean? The dude be coming in and it's such a clean kill. I used to love it, man. But he had no chance to get fired up since 2014.
Shout out, Nick Mo.
5 wins, 1 year. I said, and people don't know, hey, Sense, you know what I'm saying? You know, this is what I want to get into today. People don't know, since 2014, actually, we've been suffering. What I want to ask you is are we victims of circumstance, this suffering, as far as, because right now we're suffering like slaves picking cotton on a 115-degree day. You know, ain't no shade trees out in the cotton field. And I'm thinking, man, is this something that would have happened even had we not suffered the injuries we got? Would we still be something similar, or is this just what it is as it appears to be? What is your vision on this?
I mean, my honest opinion about this whole situation is, now I can't really say how good or bad we will be, you know. That's out there for debate, but I just know myself, I'm not disappointed in what's going on because I'm just listening to what John Lynch told me. Yeah. Trust the process, you know. When this first year, well, not this year, the year before, their first year getting here, it wasn't supposed to be about winning games. It was about them trying to figure out what talent they had, the guys that was on the squad, kind of evaluate what they had and what they was working with. Then you go into this year was pretty much, letting those guys play, seeing the spots that we are weak at, drafting those players, going in free agency. Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch, man, they wanted to have a winning culture. And, I think a lot of people forget what a culture is, man. It's not about, they never promised a winning season, straight to the playoffs. They said, look, we want to build a winning culture here. So when you have these guys who are focused on something that's the bigger picture, it takes time. We know that the 49ers were at one point at the top of the world, man. I'm saying, a few years back at the top of the world, man, But even at that time, we had to go through the process and build and get those certain players to come to our organization, man, and have that, that winning franchise, that winning record that we had before, and me personally, I'm just waiting this out, The first year, like I said, was to evaluate what we had. This year now was to go out there, see those spots that we are weak at, draft some players, get some young guys in there. Kyle Shanahan, he keeps telling everybody, I'm not going to go out here and sign big names just to win one season. I want to be here and be here for the long haul and build the culture, that dynasty like we were before. So I'm trusting the process right now. And I know we're dealing with a lot of injuries. We don't have our starting quarterback, don't have starting running back, guys in the secondary going down, some draft picks ain't panning out. But in all actuality, what's going on right now, I can just see, especially when you see the 49ers winning games and how the locker room is so tight and they get so excited, man. And the brotherhood of it, man. You can see what they're building here. So I see that right there, and that just tells me, man, I know, when it does happen, it's going to be amazing. And the thing about it is, it ain't going to stop. It ain't going to be no one-hit wonder. We're going to be there for the long haul, man. We ain't the Seahawks.
That's good.
Remember that.
Well-designed program. And I was watching, because I tuned in on Sense the other day. He was going live. And actually, after the game, I was amazed at your calm as you sat there. Sense quietly says, classic confrontation. Giant 49ers. I was impressed with that. Because I'd be overreacting and going nuts and getting mad and hollering at folks. And Sense was sitting there, like you said, and from what you just gathered, what he just said, you could see his mind is in the right place.
Yeah, I'm in the right mind right now. I'm following the rules right now. I see what's going on, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna be good. You ever watch your mother, your grandmother, while she's cooking that delicious dinner, and it's smelling good, but you can't wait to eat it? You're like, oh man, it smells so good. But grandma keep telling you, sit down and wait, and it ain't done yet.
Yeah.
It ain't done yet. And as soon as you put that plate on the table, you're going to tear it up, man. It's going to be the most amazing dish you ever had, man. Because you sat there, you was patient, you let her put all her perfect ingredients, take the time and the love to put into it. And now you get to sit there and enjoy it, man. And I'm just going to sit here and be patient because I'm about to enjoy this, man. The future is going to be bright for us, man. If anybody doubt it, it don't matter. I see what's about to happen, man. And there's some big things that's going to happen with this organization, man, for this fans.
I love the analogy.
Truth.
Love it. Now, Sense, I'm telling you, man, I don't know what your feeling on this is, but everybody seems to be blaming Robert Saleh for the defensive inadequacies. I have decided down through the years, because I've seen some bad players come and go, and the same thing was happening to DC back then. And after that player left, things kind of improved. Even when you go all the way back to Deion Sanders' days. Our secondary was okay back then, but suddenly when Deion Sanders came in, it just jumped to another level. This is going on down through history in a lot of teams. But what do you think? Is Robert Saleh the fault for what we're seeing now defensively on this team? Or is there some people who are too young? I mean, what is your feeling on that?
I mean, I never liked Robert Saleh from the jump. I always say, people always fall for the Seattle okie-doke, the okie-doke. They think because he's with that organization, so it must mean that he's great somewhere else. All the players that go from that organization to somewhere else, they all turn to bust, man. They all garbage juice. I never liked him when he came to the 49ers because, everybody need to understand Pete Carroll got that organization ran a certain way. He did the same thing when he was in college. He's a strong defensive guy. All that's credit to him. Those guys around there, like I said before, a lot of these coaches riding the coattail, man. They riding the coattail, man, of a head coach who has a certain process with his organization. When he came over here, I didn't want nothing to do with him. I said it wasn't going to work out, but hey, people thought I was hating. I was just telling you this is what it was going to be. He can't build. He can't game plan. He doesn't understand. Just like we go in there with a defensive game plan. With me, I look at it like, man, this, or my own personal views on how I think we should go about it. And he goes a different route, and I'm thinking like, man, this could be simple. You know, we can't get to the quarterback. We can't do certain things right, you know, on his organization and with his defense. And to me, people are saying that, you know, the 49ers are like 10th in total defense, and I don't really care about the stats. You know, I want
winning
playmakers. And when you have a lot of young guys on the defense, and you don't have a guy who can mold them and teach them certain moves and go out there and be like, okay, look, this is what we're going to do here. When you see the guy move here, you do this. You know, he's not the type of guy, you know. He's one of those coaches that needs great players to already know what they know and just go out there and do what they do, man. But he can't go out there and teach those guys what they need to be doing out there, man. It's a lot of blown covers going on out there, you know, because a lot of guys are going like this. They're like, what, like, he ain't there. He ain't the guy. He never was the guy. I never liked him, and I still don't. So if y'all want to get rid of him, I'll be right there. I'll back the truck up, load him up, man, and I'll dump the trash for you.
You know,
get him out of here.
Sis, would you prefer to move back to the 3-4? A lot of people think our personnel is more fit for the 3-4 defense. We got them, and since I want your opinion about. I like Southern boys playing my defense. I'm starting to develop a bad taste for Pac-12 players. I'm noticing guys from the SEC, man.
That's another thing. I don't. You don't go defense in the Pac-12, man. Everybody knows that, man. You know, and I'm a Pac-12 homer. I'm a UCLA fan, Bruins to the core. Just stay away from it, man. I know DeForest Buckner is y'all like, oh, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. That's kind of where it's at, man. This defense. If you go to the South, like I said before, you want guys in the secondary, man. Go to LSU.
Yes.
You know they got the guy.
Travarius White.
What's his name? Greedy Williams.
Greedy, yes.
Got that guy.
A machine.
You know, LSU knows how to build secondaries. I don't know what it is, you know. But yeah, you want to go to the South, get those defensive players, and make sense, man. Stay away from the Pac-12. You know, Pac-12, they known for dropping 50, 60 points and stuff like that. Like, defense is never number one. Just stay away from it, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you got one guy that seems to be the best this one year, you know, overall over the years. Just stay away from the Pac-12 when it comes to defense, man, in my opinion, man. But, yeah, you go ahead. Sorry.
No, I agree, because I've seen enough. Last few years, and we took all of Oregon. We got Stanford up in front. Oregon and Stanford ain't getting it done. I do like every one of them dudes. I think DeForest Buckner may work out. He needs, though, a couple of boys from the SEC to get some more dog in him. He's a strong, physical player, but he's not evil. You know what I mean? Because these are the things that I need an attitude in my frontline defense. People talk about the Cincinnati Bengals team being a bunch of thugs and hoodlums. But I'm saying, you know what? I can deal with that because I can relate to him and I can try to work him out so we ain't getting fines, he ain't going to jail and things like that. But I need for him to go out in the field and play the kind of football that he plays. This is where I'm at now on that, because I'm done with it. Like you just said, Pac-12, like you say, Chip Kelly, the organization, they used to win the game 75 to 62. That doesn't work. And that has a lot to do. I never thought about that. That's perfectly put, because that's why when you get defensive players out of that, that's what they're used to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and a lot of guys from the Pac-12, man, they're not built. They're not like the run defense, man. It's never been a good thing. You know, pass defense has always been mediocre. I don't know why we even draft from the Pac-12, man. If you're looking for defense, I mean, there's guys out there that are pretty good, but you know, I'm not going first, second round for them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take those guys in the later round.
Mm-hmm. That's
just my opinion.
And it's a solid one, too, and I fully support it. Now, here's the thing. Now, we're already doing, it's a sad thing. It's almost sinful. We're talking about the draft in week 10 and 11. But it is what it is. There's nothing, you know, it's just it's a natural progression. We're looking at free agents.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Yeah, it is. Because we know it's over. But we're looking at free agents. And I just want your opinion now. JaDaveon Clowney, his name has come up. Of course, Dee Ford.
Yeah.
They think he's like a poor man's, maybe even Clowney. You got Demarcus Lawrence, Le'Veon Bell. And I'm just curious, because I'm seeing everybody, I'm watching, I'm observing, I'm noticing people going in different directions. Some people, they want to get Bell. They want to increase our defense. I don't hear any secondary names we can pick up just yet. But where are you going with the free agency on this?
JaDaveon Clowney, he's not going anywhere. Lawrence, I don't think the Cowboys have messed that up. Demarcus Lawrence.
I agree.
Le'Veon Bell, I mean, the 49ers are running great.
Right.
You know, I think they got a solid team. And when McKinnon come back, I think this running game going to be amazing. So I think we can do without Le'Veon Bell. You know,
shout out.
To be honest.
Shout out to people who keep talking about that and arguing with me about the run game is fine. We need people in other positions. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, and of course, Raheem, you know, well,
Ooh.
of course, you know, his injury, man. I hope he recovers, man, no problem. But Raheem was balling before he got injured, man, you know. And look at that, man. And then when you have that many backs playing great, and, you know, Alfred Morris has been kind of mediocre. You know, he's one-dimensional, always been one-dimensional, but still, you know, if you got him, you got Raheem, McKenna, and then you got Matt Breida, man, that's a strong running game, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a strong running game. I don't think Le'Veon Bell could do anything to help us. I know, you know, he'll be great for the offense, and I know Kyle Shanahan will use him a lot, but what we got right now, nah. I think we'll be great next year, man. I really do, man, with the running game. What are we right now? I think the 49ers right now, what, 5th?
And as far as the run game ranking, we got to be at least in top 5. You're right. Because when you think about last week, every game, mostly we're covering 100 yards between, especially when you had Mostert and Braid out there just cutting defenses up. I said, man, look at them run. And with ease. Like that
it's all, you know, I know people, I know it's people got their opinion about just bringing in the big name, but, you know, I think we'll do great without him. And that's just me being honest, you know.
Because, you know, first of all, Le'Veon has been lobbying for the big payday. Now, what would we look like paying him quarterback money? Because I understand now Pittsburgh would have to pay him $26 million. He's ran up to that point if indeed they transition tag him. So, you know, 49er fans, he comes in, he sits down in Santa Clara. All right, y'all can start the bidding. I got a half an hour with you. If I don't like what I hear, I'm leaving right now. That's an attitude. I got a feeling. People say it's not JaDavion's. I mean, it's not Le'Veon's fault that Pittsburgh lowballed him in the first place. They didn't give him a respectable offer. But I don't want players that come in with their lawyer on every situation. That kind of worries me because I like to go into the beginning of the season, everybody in camp. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I don't have anything against Le'Veon and what he did. You know, people can be upset about what he did, but you got to look out for yourself first off. And you were arguably considered the best running back in the game. If you feel like you're being lowballed, get your lawyer, get your agent, and go and get your money. You know, you got to do what you got to do sometimes. You know, but the 49ers organization don't need nothing to do with that. So, I mean, him personally want to get his money, that's fine, but hey, man, stay away from us, man. We good. We good.
We got to have to tell you.
Yeah.
Well, since you know it's going to be the game, we got to wait another week, though. But, you know, we got we got the Bucs.
Bucs.
I can't never say I predict a loss. I just can't bring myself to do it. I'm looking at the Bucs. I'm thinking some of the adjustments we could make. Our secondary, we got Fitzpatrick. If your secondary is weak, I believe he has even better vision because the fact of the matter is, I think Eli may have left some points on the table. When you look at he didn't hit some targets he should have hit, and he missed some throws. I'm thinking Fitzpatrick may not miss. Can we?
The field saved a lot of points.
I know.
Man.
Can we beat him? I mean, do we have a shot to beat Tampa Bay?
Did they make a quarterback decision yet? Because I heard the Jameis talk again was coming back.
Okay, I didn't know about Jameis. All I know is the last time I heard Fitzpatrick was a quarterback. I don't know.
I don't think they're sure about who's going to start this game, but hey, I mean, it's a winnable game, but what are you looking for in this game? You looking just to beat them up, outright? Because me personally, I think the 49ers could play a whole lot better than the Bucs can play. I think we'll be better coached. I think the game plan will be better. I think the game will be smoother than people might think. It's a winnable game to me. I just think the 49ers will just go out there and play a better game overall. If you look at the Giants game, it's turnovers once again. If we can clean that up, we can win the game. And I can say that all year. I mean, that's the honest.
Every team too. But it's true though.
Yeah.
Our biggest problem has been the turnovers.
Just the turnovers, yeah. Well, not just the turnovers, but mainly the turnovers.
And execution on certain plays, and like you said, Robert Saleh's defense. But you know what? I'm thinking the 49ers got everybody to be healthy, from what I understand, with this 2 weeks rest. You got Kwaski back, you got Rubin back, everybody that was out except, well, of course, we're not going to get Mostert back. I'm a little concerned with the run game for that reason. But otherwise, I'm saying, how are they going to stop the 49ers offensively? And if we don't make the mistakes, and I suspect, because I don't know how you feel about Nick Mullins, I suspect Mullins, he seems to be growing. That was a little adversity he went through. I thought he came through pretty well with a couple of mistakes. I see him, that kind of intensity in him. I could see him actually looking even better in 2 weeks. Yeah.
I mean, he's a practice squad quarterback. This is his first go-around in the NFL in the regular season. To me, he's doing pretty good. I'm just still amazed that Kyle Shanahan can just grab any quarterback off the street
and make him something.
And make him, make him a baller. It's amazing, But I like the way he plays. I can see a lot of potential in what he does, man. The guy can. Well, to me, a couple of things, man, I could just pick at, if he could just kind of just play, the handoff a little bit better, try to sell it a little bit more, because he kind of pulls it in real quick. But I mean, other than that, I think he's doing pretty good, man, because, the guy's a practice squad QB, he's third stringer. Nobody expects him to do anything. When they look at you like that, man, you go out there, you can just play your game with no worries. There's no pressure on you, man.
Ain't that the truth?
Just go out there, man. Build on yourself, Just keep doing what you're doing. I think he's playing pretty good. The couple of turnovers he had, that sucks. But overall, the past couple of games, he's playing pretty good, man. For
the position he's in and who he is.
For what's going on right now,
And that too.
It is what it is.
Well, since 50 points total in this game coming up against Tampa Bay, 55, 60, will it be a shootout? Will it be a closely contested contest?
Well, this is what I think could happen. All right, if Ryan Fitzpatrick is playing in this game, one or two things can happen. He can go out there and score quick. Or he can go out there and just tear it up, just forcing passes, tight coverage, look like he always looked. And if that happens, I think the 49ers are going to go out there and roll over them pretty easy. I think the running game is going to be good. I think we're going to set it up. You're going to see a lot of passes go out there, man. It's going to be well executed, and the 49ers just going to play a clean game. It's going to be a clean game. I think the Niners could definitely win the game. When I look at the Bucs, and I always have a problem when people go back and forth with their quarterback, man. It annoys me a lot. I don't like when people do it. It really messes up a lot when it comes to just game planning. You want to go out there, especially a guy like Jameis Winston, who been going through a lot of stuff off the field. If you're going to stick with him and you want him to be your franchise QB, you got to keep going with him, man, because he got to learn from this stuff. He got to know how to come from behind and win a football game. He has to understand that this is your team. You got guys that counting on you, And if you're just going to bench him, he might take that, some type of way and not want to play. He might take offense to it. Won't give his, 100%. Those type of things, man, that could just ruin your organization. But I think the Niners are going to play a clean game. We're going to be coached well. We're going to win this football game. To me, just keep the turnovers to a minimum.
And what kind of scoring outcome would you see coming then? What do you think the scores going to be?
I say 24-17.
Still kind of close. That's a well-fought game. Yeah. All right, there it is.
I think it just depends on who's playing the game. I think the Bucs would actually be better if they play Jameis. Contrary to what everybody else might believe. Ryan Fitzpatrick is not he's not a franchise QB.
That's why he's been around. How many teams? Right? That'd be a trivia question. How many teams has Ryan Fitzpatrick played for in his career? You got to think about it for a minute. I can think of 3 teams real quick. God, he's been around. Man, so, but anyway, there you go. 49 cents perspective. I said, I should get him in here every other week because he's always got clean, clear perspective. Everything he said made sense. Hey, time to give that holler, fam. I'm going to count to 3, 2, 1.
Niners! Whew.
With that.
Got a little bit in the throat, bro.
49 cents. 49 cents. But if you're searching them, it's 49 F-O-R-T-Y cents. Right, 49 F-O-R-T-Y-N-I-N-E. Don't forget the N-I-N-E. 49 cents. Check him out. He's always got stuff to say. It's just the way he's a hardcore 49er fan. He's always got great things to say. Because he always speaks the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Oh, man, I guess it's time for me to make my prediction now. Listen, fam, I got to tell you right now, and I'm not going to do it, all right? We're traveling to Tampa Bay into a situation where, I don't know, before this weekend comes, everybody over there may get fired. They may forfeit because ain't nobody playing. But Jameis, I know his name is Jameis, but I like to call him Jameis. Jameis Winston has retaken his job as a starting quarterback in Tampa Bay. He came in last week. He was the hero almost as the Giants were beating up on Tampa Bay. Fitz was out there throwing one INT after another, right? And so they said, Fitz, sit down! Jameis, get in there! So Winston goes in and goes crazy. I think he threw about 4 TDs. They still lost the game, but Winston looked awfully good in that effort. So we got to deal with Tampa Bay this week. But I got to tell you, though, fam, I have a feeling Nick Mullins is going to be sharper than he was the last 2 games. You know, I have this feeling about Nick Mullins. Somebody went crazy yesterday. Who was that? Was that Mark? Somebody came in the call the other day and said, look for Nick Mullins to challenge Jimmy G. I'm not sure if it was Mark or not, but I do remember somebody came in and said, look out, Nick Mullins may come in and challenge Jimmy G. And of course, that bothers several people on our normal list of people like to call here, especially Tyler. So I'm saying, you know what? I like Nick, and Nick looks awfully good. This is why I'm saying, if you're entertaining thoughts about Nick Mullins being all of that, he is. I mean, Nick Mullins, you see that and look in his eye. Nick comes out there, and you can see Nick is just, if anybody makes a mistake, like Richard James messed up, Nick hit him right in the number. Did you see the camera? Nick was pissed. I've never seen anybody show that kind of emotion after somebody dropped their pass. Normally they know the camera's on them, so they go ahead and they just said, they said, maybe Jimmy G does grit his teeth a little. I see Jimmy G make a few faces sometimes. G just grits his teeth and he looks like, you can read what's going on, but Mullins just said a bad word and the camera caught it. So this is the kind of competitor we need. This is the kind of competitor I appreciate. This is the kind of competitor I want. The 49ers will win that game in Tampa Bay behind Nick. Nick Mullins will will this team to win. That's the kind of guy he is. And with Kyle Shanahan calling the shots, like Kyle already told everybody, the only person that knows the playbook better than him is Nick Mullins. Look out, 49ers, 33 bucks. You'll settle for 27 and you'll like it. I mean, I may be back anytime, you know what I'm saying? Because I can't quit talking about the 49ers. So if you see me again between now and end of the week, don't be surprised. I ain't gonna tell you, I like to sneak up on you. Actually, watch for your notifications. I may come in late night. Sometimes I wake up with premonitions and I feel like I want to talk. You know how Michael Jackson used to wake up in the middle of the night and write songs on his bed sheets? I be thinking about that when I'm thinking about you late night as well, fam. I just want to come in with a flashlight. Fam, it's me, Ronbo. Fam, can we go to the Super Bowl this year? Maybe can we go next year? Fam, I'm tired of losing. I just want to pour out my feelings. I'll try to maintain and contain myself. Might as well count me out. As you can see, I'm losing it here.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Wait, hey. The like. You thought I was going to forget, huh? In Sheik's voice. Don't forget to hit that like. Please share and subscribe. And I can't wait to get back to you, fam.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.